Welcome everyone. Hope that you've had a good day. We have just one break tonight, and that is Absolute Baseball. So yay for Absolute. We do like to go over a little bit of information before we actually get started ripping, just to make sure that everyone is on the same page as to how things work around here. So we're going to go ahead and get started on that while everybody's getting in and getting settled. So feedback is automated on eBay. It works like this. Whenever you post positive feedback for me, you will instantly get positive feedback in return, thanks to the miracle of automation. Yay, automation. And of course, the other thing there is to say thank you, because I do always appreciate you being here, bidding, breaking, chatting, and hanging out with me. We are going to take a look next at what's coming up in the days ahead. So yeah, it's kind of a light 5-day stretch here, taking off 3 days in a row, which is unusual. But I've got to switch over some computer equipment and stuff, and I don't know. I just want to make sure it's all up and running before we start breaking again. So Friday night, tomorrow night, we will break some Bowman HTA Jumbo. It's the same thing, HTA and Jumbo. And that'll be by the half case quantity, and those are loose boxes from shared cases. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, off nights. Crazy, 3 nights in a row. I'll be beside myself. Tuesday night, we're going to open Luminance Football by the full case break. So that's how it looks in the days ahead. Here is what you need to know about shipping and all that fun stuff. So I'm hoping that everything we open tonight will be out the door on or before Tuesday. Obviously, if I can get something out faster, I do. And if something unexpected happens, it could go a day later. But I feel like Tuesday's probably a pretty solid estimate in this instance. So you can look for your item to ship about or around that time. I think everybody will pull cards in here, but if for some reason we have a team that doesn't pull a card of any sort, base or otherwise, you can still expect to get a package in the mail, and it would have consolation card or cards in it, and it would ship out when the rest of the break went out the door. Now, give me a second. I'm going to check real quickly. When I had to leave to come and set up in here, we did have a couple of unpaid teams, so I'm going to check real quick and see if we're all paid up, or if we have some that need to be offered up in chat, or what our sitch is. So give me 1 second to check on that. And it looks like everything's come in. Yay. So we are all paid up. Thank you, everybody, for getting paid on time tonight. This is a 10-box case quantity break of 2020 Absolute Baseball. It is break number 2. And, of course, this ended tonight on eBay the same night we are breaking it, which is Thursday night, the 16th of July. If you can believe it, we're halfway through July. Our team names are there on the left-hand side, and the eBay user ID of each winning bidder across from their team on the opposite side there. Just scrolling down through there so everybody gets a chance to see their name up in lights. And yeah, now we're going to get right down to the business of breaking. Got one final little task, and that is me messing with the focus. Yes, I know your background did get blurry. That is on purpose, so please don't worry about that. It's just going to allow us to see what we want to see without a whole bunch of stupid zooming in and stuff like that. All right, I don't know if I still have ever pronounced your name right. Is it pronounced Nee? I'm going to guess that's wrong, but maybe you want to tell me how to pronounce your username. And I'm so sorry, but I am just the absolute worst at figuring out how to pronounce any kind of names. And I don't want to, insult you and pronounce your name incorrectly all night. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. All right, just making sure we're all there, all squared away there. So apologies if I butchered it. I didn't mean to. And we already know that I'm going to butcher Milan's first name, or Million. I butcher it too. So we just decided I'd call you Jacob. I remember that. So hi, Jacob. And we do not have anything unsold tonight. Everybody did get paid on time tonight. So once again, thanks everyone for making my life easy there. Nee, it's pronounced Nee. See, I knew I would have it wrong, but I can just say Nick. Okay, all right, so I'll go with Nick and Jacob then. I like that plan. So you can see here that each of our master boxes has within it 2 mini boxes. And I'm going to go ahead and get all of our mini boxes out of here first. While I've got one in my hand, though, 4 autographs, 2 memorabilia cards per box. Way down there in little bitty tiny print, it says on average. And on average is a bit of a CYA for Panini in case they mess up and leave out a hit, which happens, not often, but it does happen. And it also covers when they somehow, take a hit away and replace it with Panini Rewards points. That happens a little more often. And if we find rewards points tonight, we will simply use random.org and give those out at the end of the break. So that's how that will work if we come across any. Now I'm gonna go, I think, a step further here, and let's just go ahead and, did that even cut? I don't think it did, man. My knife is in serious need of a new blade, which I kind of don't want to do because I don't want it to be too sharp in case, God forbid, I cut myself. I wouldn't want to bleed on your cards or anything, right? So, but it probably does need to be replaced if it doesn't even cut through a little piece of plastic, I'm just going to say. You said, as long as you get a lot of hits, I can call you Sam. Okay, so basically, as long as the cards are flowing in your direction, you don't care what we call you. I concur. I'm usually that way myself, but I'm gonna go with Nick there and Jacob. Oh, look at that! He says I said it right the first time. Oh, look at that! I did get one right. That's unusual for me. It's very unusual for me. I don't even remember how I said it now the first time. So see how it works for me? I look at it and I might think it sounds one way one time and another way the next time. Oh, I know. I don't know. That's something I've always struggled with, is pronouncing names incorrectly. Just not very good at it. Okay. We are almost to at least having everything out of here. Pretty close to it. Did that? Yeah, it did get cut, I guess. Those are all about to dump over, aren't they? We'll do that. Make it not quite so high. So, Absolute Baseball is a lot of fun. We usually get a lot of interesting hits in it. And by interesting, I mean you get some good relic combinations and things like that. Of course, we're going to find plenty of autographs and things along those lines as well, but relics are part of the fun of Absolute, to see what we can find. And of course, Bo Bichette is our poster boy on here this year. Somebody said they thought that meant we should find Bo Bichette in every case. An autograph, they meant. I would like that. I think that'd be great, but unfortunately it doesn't work that way most of the time. Alfredo is here. Yes, this is the 10-box case break, Alfredo. It ended on eBay tonight, and this is, I think, break number 2, I believe we are on with this one. Of course, break number 1 wasn't tonight. It was a different night, but so I believe you're in the right spot, Alfredo. It seems like you are anyway. David, it's your first time here. Well, welcome, David. Good luck to you. And Steven's here, too. Hi, Steven. Okay, so let's talk about what we're seeing here in the first little mini box or two, just so we're all on the same page. That's an example of just a plain base card. We go pretty quickly through those. We don't waste any time on the plain base. Now, some of our base will be numbered, like this one. It's numbered to 199. That's, fairly high numbered base, but numbered nonetheless. So we looked at it, but we're not really going to exactly dwell on it with it being so high. Next up, we have got one for the Rockies, Arenado and Trevor Story, with a Team Tandem Materials card. And that one you saw numbered there in the center to 99. Right behind it, we have a hit for the San Francisco Giants. It is Absolute Ink for Mauricio Dubon. It is numbered to 25. And that is a sticker auto. Most of the autographs in here are going to be sticker autographs. Not all of them, maybe, but probably, well, maybe all of them. I don't know. And well, no, because we have the ones that are on like the leather Sweet Spot replicas. I think those are hard signed. Sean Murphy and the Oakland A's. Speaking of the Sweet Spot ones, yeah, here is one. And fittingly enough for the A's, which come out often. That is numbered to 149. And this is an example of an insert called 1-2 punch. They are both for the same team, so we don't have to worry about anything there. This is numbered to 99. It's a hollow foil insert called Introductions. And like many of our hollow foil and chrome type cards, it does definitely have some curvature to it. And I think we'll just bring our inserts up to the front going forward, might make it easier. So Absolute Legends, that's another insert we'll see lots of. Here's a different hollow foil. It is also numbered though. It looks like it's to 99 as well. That's going to the Indians. The insert set is called Unsung Heroes. Our base and then our numbered base on the end there to 199. That was Kershaw for the Dodgers. Here comes Tools of the Trade. It is Abraham Toro, and that is out for the Houston Astros with Abraham Toro. And it is, where's the number on this bad boy? There it is, numbered to 99. You can kind of see it there in the middle with some quad relics for Abraham Toro. Iconic ink for the Yankees. Got a little Sabathia there. Little CC Sabathia action. That's a nice hit. If I would turn it the right way, we could see what it was numbered to. 10 for the Yankees and CC. Rojas comes out next for the Diamondbacks, and Josh is probably going to be one of the sweet spot autographs, I believe. And indeed it is, and numbered to 125. So those are always fun little cards. I like them. They remind me of that Panini Signatures that we used to open a few years ago. We did it a lot in mixers and things from, I always wanted to say 2011, and it's not. It's 2012 that product came out. But anyway, they had sweet spot autographs in them, kind of similar to that. That was nice. All right, on and on we go. Where it stops, nobody knows. What's that from? On and on it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. I can't even think what that's from. I know, random things go through my head. That is for the Mets. And then we have a rookie roundup for the Cincinnati Reds with Aristides Aquino. And we all know I like that one because I'm a Reds fan. Numbered to 199. That's Alex Verdugo. Of course, he got traded, and he's with the Boston Red Sox now. He used to be the Dodgers, and now he's a Red Sox, so I got to try to remember that when I say see him, I always want to say the other team. Domingo, Diamondbacks, Tools of the Trade, numbered to 99. It's a nice relic in the upper corner there. Here comes Goose Gossage, the Goose for the Oakland A's. That is iconic ink, and it is numbered to 49. Headed to Oakland. I think we found one of his in the last break, too. And for the Colorado Rockies, let's take a look at Sam Hilliard, and numbered to 50 on that one. Parallels, you'll notice, have different color stitching on the ball, on the fake ball. Kenneth wants to know how you get into a break. They are all listed on eBay, Kenneth. I do pretty much everything through eBay. We used to do some direct, and I just, once we started with all that sales tax mess and having to collect for virtually every state and all that, it's just too much to try to do on an individual level. So yeah, I know I scrapped the plans for the website, which frankly I hadn't gotten done in 3 or 4 years anyway, and now we're just doing it all on eBay. This is numbered to 99. It is Mondesi out for the Kansas City Royals. Ooh, nice. Robin Yount, Milwaukee Brewers, old school baby. And that looks like a couple of pieces of the baseball bat. It's numbered to 99 for Milwaukee. Tools of the Trade going to the Padres, and that's Bolanos for the San Diego Padres. Relics autograph numbered to 49. Ooh, I like this kid, Brendan McKay and the Tampa Bay Rays. And Brendan is numbered to 75. Kenneth, you said, what did you say there, Kenneth? Under what? Under, oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry. Gosh, I didn't recognize that. You were abbreviating leader of the pack breaks. I gotcha. No, it is not, actually. It is, hang on a second, I'll type it in. Usually Jay Allen's here, and he'd type it in for me, but he's not here tonight, so it's easier just to type it in than me try to say it, because then you're not going to know how to spell it, and then it'll just be a thing. So there you go. That's the easiest way to do it. That's the seller ID on eBay. Usually the easiest way to do it, I have been told, is if you just go to search and then you click on advanced search. There's a way you can search by seller name, and then if you search it that way, it should bring them all up. And then I think from there you would be able to sort them by sport or by day or however you want to look at them once you get to that point. So there's an Absolute Heroes. That's Acuna for the Braves. And there is a little Gil Hodges, Absolute Legends. Here's a hollow foil numbered to 99. That's the 1-2 punch again. And that was for the Diamondbacks with Schilling and Randy Johnson. This one is numbered to 99. Dustin May and the Dodgers. It was another hollow foil. Ooh, gold. Gold we like. Low numbered. That is a hollow foil numbered to 10. It is Chris Bryant for the Cubbies. So that's the lowest numbered parallel we've seen so far tonight. Hernandez comes out next. This is the Texas Rangers and a relic numbered to 99 with Jonathan Hernandez. Tools of the trade. Now, a while ago, we saw a Gavin Lux numbered base card for the Boston Red Sox, right? Well, they must have already had these printed because he's a Dodger here. And you've got an autograph here. So Gavin Lux in the product both ways. Numbered to 99. This one going to the Dodgers. Nick Solak and the Texas Rangers come up next. And that one is numbered to 125. So yeah, that happens sometimes, both with Topps and Panini when guys get traded. Sometimes their base cards will be the new team, and their autograph and their relics and things will be the prior team. That happens an unusual amount of the time. Or not an unusual amount of time. Happens often. I'll get it out in a minute. That is Juan Soto. It is numbered to 99. It is the Washington Nationals. And here we go, Yordan Alvarez. And that I was hoping that was going to be signed for you, but we do have at least a relic there to get you started for the Astros and Yordan Alvarez. Donnie Walton comes up next, and Donnie is the Seattle Mariners, numbered to 149 autographed relics together. Dylan Cease next up for the White Sox to 145 on the sweet spot. Stephen, you're asking what box we're on. Oh gosh, I have no idea. There's too many boxes per master, so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 master boxes left. So we've opened 3 master boxes or 6 mini boxes is how it looks like. And you want to know if you missed anything for the White Sox. Maybe a numbered card or 2, but I wouldn't swear to it. Of course, we will, as we always do, recap our autographs, our relics, and our lower numbered cards, generally those in the 25 or lower range, sometimes 49 or lower, but we'll recap that stuff, not the higher numbered cards we don't recap, but the lower numbered stuff we do, and of course our hits we always recap. So a couple of inserts, some base should lead us to our numbered base, which is to 199. That's Cody Bellinger for the Dodgers. Brock Burke, Texas Rangers are burning it up tonight, aren't they? That is a relic numbered to 99. And then we see Bolanos again. We saw him earlier, and here he comes again for the Padres. This is numbered to 140. And we saw Mauricio earlier, too. We get another visit from him. San Francisco Giants, and that is numbered to 149. So a couple of bookends there coming out. A numbered hollow foil to 99. That's Trey Mancini in the Orioles. Tools of the trade, Vlad Guerrero Jr., Toronto Blue Jays. Quad relics numbered 299. Tools of the trade for the Dodgers, Tony Gonsolin, that is numbered 249. And my Cincinnati Reds get their rookie, Shogo Akiyama. And that is numbered to 149. Believe it or not, I think that is the first player of Japanese descent that the Reds have ever signed. I wouldn't swear to that, but I think it is. Kenneth is asking if there's anything to get in tonight. No, we just have the one break tonight. Kenneth, I'm actually just the one break tonight, one break tomorrow night. And then I'm off for 3 days. I've got to switch over some computer equipment and things, and I just want to make sure it all is back up to speed and running and the way it should be before I schedule breaks again starting on Tuesday. So I figure, I don't know, I've got so much information to move from one system to the other. I don't know how long it'll take me to do it, and I can't start on it until after I get the shipping out for Saturday. So yeah, we're in an unexpected lull right now where we have tomorrow night's Bowman break, then off Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, then coming back, or off Saturday, Sunday, Monday rather, coming back Tuesday with football. Yeah, Luminance football. So tomorrow night and then Tuesday night. So our inserts look like this. That is a Legends hollow foil to 99 with Jim Palmer. Oh, I always like Jim Palmer. And that was Baltimore Orioles. And our inserts from this side, there's a Trent Grisham and an Absolute Heroes to 99 with Aaron Judge and the Yankees. Thought maybe that hollow foil was starting to peel off a little bit, but maybe not. It does separate sometimes from the card, unfortunately. To 199, there is Marte, Ketel Marte, and the Diamondbacks. Rojas. We saw him earlier, too, I do believe. Maybe not, but I think we did. And that is numbered to 99 with some relics there for the Diamondbacks. Here comes Absolute Ink. Salvador Perez and the Kansas City Royals. And where's our number on it? To 99, looks like, on the Salvador Perez. Brian Abreu is out next. Houston Astros. Brian Abreu to 99. And our next pack brings us... what? Wait a minute. There's our numbered card. I'm like, wait a minute. There's our numbered card. Still 199. And that is Ketel Marte for the Diamondbacks. Right before I get to some Ken Griffey Jr., baby. And he's the Reds in here. Most of the time he's a Mariner, but he's a Reds right here. Not signed, but still. It's Ken Griffey Jr. I love him. It's numbered to 49, going to Cincinnati. And what I believe is the third hit for Bolanos. And that is numbered to 50. I'm pretty sure that's the third one we've seen of him tonight, which is crazy. A redemption and cruel and unusual punishment follows, meaning I don't flip that over until the very end of the night. It sits right there in housekeeping. And then at the end, we'll flip it over and we'll go to the Panini website and check it all out a little bit later. What did I say a while ago? I said Verdugo, and when we hit Gavin Lux, I was still talking about Verdugo, wasn't I? Oh, sorry. I just realized that. I just looked over there, and you guys are like, what are you doing? You're talking about two different players. You're right. I was. Verdugo, of course, got traded in the Mookie Betts trade. He's Boston Red Sox. And Gavin Lux, of course, still with the Dodgers. and looked really good last year, so should have a pretty nice future ahead of him. Of course, I liked Verdugo too, but obviously they like Gavin Lux better than Verdugo, so I guess that's why they traded Alex away, and yeah, so there you go. Sorry about that, guys. I was talking about one and then talking about the other. But the fact of the matter is, you can often find the same player in the same product in two different uniforms. That's not the case there. I just misspoke. You're right. But yeah, that happens. Brian Anderson to 199, the Marlins. In fact, we had it, who was it with a couple years ago between the White Sox and the Red Sox he moved? It's to 199, Rosario. And there for a while he would be in the product both ways. And his base would be his new team, and which was the White Sox, and then the Red Sox was his autographs and his former team, and that would have all his autographs and stuff. It was, yeah, interesting there for a while with him. Don't guess that is numbered. It's the Braves, Freddie Freeman and Acuna with a relic pairing. Texas Rangers have another Brock Burke, and that's a 1 of 1. Oh, sweet. I was like looking at that going, hey, wait, that's the Majestic logo. Nike's taken over the uniforms now, but Majestic used to have them. So sweet little 1 of 1. Brock Burke and the Rangers. Tools of the trade making an appearance for my Cincinnati Reds, and an autograph attached. Nice. That is Hunter Green and numbered to 75. Tools of the trade on this side, Gonsolin, which we saw earlier, seeing him again to 149, going to the Dodgers. Brendan McKay coming out for the Tampa Bay Rays, and it is numbered to 10. That's the second Brendan McKay, but the other one was, yeah, definitely higher numbered. And Nick is asking about who gets the card. It's always going to be whatever team is printed on it, right? So, I mean, when I'm talking about the fact that sometimes you see a player in a product on two different teams, it will still always have a team name printed on it and will always go to the team name as seen on the card. Numbered to 75, that is another, believe it or not, Mauricio Dubon for San Francisco. Doesn't really happen anywhere except baseball, it seems. We don't have that problem in our other sports where you have them kind of on two different teams, but it does happen in baseball products with some regularity, especially with Topps, because most of their autographs are on card, hard signed, and the cards that are going to be autographed are always printed well in advance of the rest of the set. That's so they have time to get sent out and autographed and returned. So oftentimes they have printed that when a player is still with Team A and they've already gotten it back and it's autographed. In the meantime, the player moves to Team B. So when they print the rest of the set, they'll correctly show the player with the new team, but they're certainly, they're not going to ditch their autographs. So that's how you end up sometimes having them with two different teams in the same set. So that was Twins and White Sox. This next set of inserts gives us Blue Jays and White Sox. Let's take a look at our base here. Our numbered card is to 99. It's a hollow foil and Baez. A little Javi Baez for Chicago, the Cubbies. I guess I should say Cubs since there are two Chicagos technically, White Sox and Cubs. Numbered to 99, that is Mr. Mike Trout with a hollow foil for the Angels. Okay, so Nick, you're asking about Lux. So yeah, as I said, I misspoke earlier. I was just thinking we had just seen the one, and I was thinking of Verdugo. Obviously, Gavin Lux is still a Dodger, has always been a Dodger. His card said Dodger, so for sure, yeah, that definitely goes to the Dodgers. It's always going to the team that is printed on the card there. How about that, guys? Mickey Mantle and Yogi Berra with Team Tandem Materials. Very nice. I kept thinking that was going to be numbered, but I guess it isn't. So the Berra is game used, and the Mickey Mantle is Fantasy Camp used. But either way, that's still a pretty cool little hit, in my opinion, for the Yankees. I like it. Yamamoto is out next. That is Miami, the Marlins, with a relic. Over here we have Travis Demeritte, whichever it is. It is the Detroit Tigers, regardless of how you pronounce his name, and it is numbered to 140. I've got an Absolute Ink Jordan Hicks coming your way. And Jordan here, numbered to 99, heads to St. Louis, the Cardinals. Cincinnati Reds going to bring home their rookie Aristides Aquino on the sweet spot and numbered to 99. And over here is Rico Garcia as the Giants just keep racking up the hits. And that one numbered to 75. Steven, you said you were hoping for a really low Brendan McKay and Diaz. Oh, well, then you were definitely happy with that Brendan McKay to 10. That was nice. You need some love for the Twins. I'm catching up on chat. Love Those Vikes says, where are the Twins at? He needs some Puckett. All right, we got to work on Minnesota. Got to see what we can come up with there. Oh, Moncada, you're exactly right. That is who I couldn't think of earlier that started out Red Sox and moved to White Sox, that was in both end products. Actually, 2 or 3 different products, I think it was, with Topps, that we had his, all of his autograph hits and things were still Red Sox, but all of his base was for the White Sox. Again, for the reasons I mentioned earlier about how they print them early, send them out early to get them autographed and all that. But it definitely caused some confusion for people who were bidding in those breaks for a few while we were waiting on Moncada. Topps to catch up their autographs with Moncada's new team a couple years ago. Babe Ruth, numbered to 99 for the Yankees. Yeah, thank you for helping me remember that name. That was bugging me. There's Nico for the Cubbies, and here is the Polar Bear, Pete Alonso to 99 for the New York Mets. And here is a hollow foil to 99, Max Scherzer for the Nationals. Your reigning World Series champs, numbered to 99. There is Mr. Garrett Cole, these days a New York Yankee. Eloy Jimenez for the White Sox. Grip it and rip it, numbered to 149. On the other side, it is Yu Chang for the Indians. More relics here, and I guess those are not numbered. Oh, they are numbered. I just overlooked it. Also numbered to 99. Number tried to hide on me there, didn't it? And this seems to be about the 800th Dubon that we have pulled. So if you have San Francisco tonight, you're well happy with what you've hit so far, I would imagine. That was numbered to 25. And here comes Kim for St. Louis, the Cardinals, with a sweet spot Kim numbered to 125. He's a guy you don't pull very often, so nice for the Cardinals. Absolute Ink coming out next. This is headed to Toronto, the Blue Jays, with Yamaguchi numbered to 99. And then we have Jake Rogers for Detroit, and that is numbered to 75. So the Tigers have one to take home. Closing in on it here. 4 mini boxes left. You had a question about the Babe Ruth. Okay, hang on a second. Let me go back and get the Babe Ruth. And we'll see. Here he is. He is a hollow foil. He is numbered to 99. He is on there as Boston Red Sox. Out of habit, did I say Yankees? If I did, I apologize. Again, always going to go to the team that you see on the card. And out of habit, I might have said Yankees because 99.9% of the time, a Babe Ruth card in any product is a Yankee. But on that one, it looks like he was a Red Sox. So, yeah, thank you. Good catch on that one. So we got that one cleared up. Thank you very much. It would have always been sorted out and sent out properly, but it is better to clarify it, of course, live than to have to go back later and have me check it out and figure out what I said. One night I read off something that was a whole other player. Like, had the card in my hand and for some reason just said a whole other player's name. I don't know. Sometimes my little brain short circuits, I think. Especially on days like today where I got very little sleep last night. Might get my poor little brain kicks into neutral somewhere along the way, I think. Number to 199. That one is Detroit and Miguel Cabrera. A numbered card to 199 again. That's Goldie, Paul Goldschmidt, St. Louis Cardinals. On this side, it is Freddie Freeman and Acuna. And I believe we saw this exact relic pairing earlier. Same two guys, also unnumbered the first time, I think. Donnie Walton comes out next. That is for the Mariners with a relic hit. We have some absolute ink here. Look who it is. It's Josh Bell. He's got the Pittsburgh Pirates. Fun little hit, numbered to 49 with Josh Bell. Tools of the trade. Here comes Jake Rogers again. This is Detroit, numbered to 75. Sam Hilliard. I feel like we saw him earlier. That is Colorado Rockies. It is numbered to 125. And the ever-present A.J. Puck for the Oakland A's, numbered to 125. Which brings us to our last master box, our last two mini boxes. And we'll take a look at what we've got in there. Yeah, Nick, again, anytime you guys, if I say something crazy, which has been known to happen, obviously, I've already done it once tonight. And sometimes I will say, like, Washington, we're opening baseball, and I'll call out and not even realize I've done it. It's just saying Washington Nationals, like I'll say, and that's for the Redskins. Or, you know, take the other sport for the same city and not even realize I've done it. Until somebody in chat will say, hey, you just said, you know, Redskins instead of Nationals. And, So yes, anytime if you hear me misspeak on something, please, you're welcome to throw it out there in chat, and we will get it clarified at the time. I try not to do it too terribly often, but I've not done a good job of it tonight, have I? Made a hot mess of things tonight in that regard. There's a rookie roundup. It's numbered to 99. That is another Brendan McKay, and it is going to the Tampa Bay Rays, of course. We've had a few Brendan McKays tonight. Number to 199, that is Mondesi for Kansas City. To 199 out of the other pack, that's going to the Marlins, Alcantara. Tatis, baby. Padres, Fernando Tatis Jr. is coming out for San Diego. That is numbered to 149. On the other side, I know we've seen this guy already. It is another Donnie Walton relic. That's going to the Mariners. Absolute ink. This is Kim. We saw Kim earlier. Now we're going to see him again for St. Louis, numbered to 49. The Giants just keep on hitting. They get a Logan Webb here to close things up. Or we're not quite closed out tonight, but we're close. Numbered to 49, going to San Francisco. The Reds get a bonus Shogo. Wow, it's hard to hit him once. You got numbered to 125. And last but not least, it is another one for the Padres, Andres Munoz to 149. Now we do have this fun little redemption that we're going to flip over, and so here's what's about to happen. We're going to take a look at that redemption. We will then go to the Panini website. We'll pull it up on their checklist just so we can take a look at whatever team name it lists and see what, if anything, it is numbered to and that sort of deal. Then we're going to come back and recap all that stuff. That is a lot of stuff. And then one numbered card that was a low numbered card that obviously doesn't have an autograph or relic attached. We've got lots of other low numbered things that do have autographs and relics. So that's how it's going to work. All right. There were Mets in there, Ryan. I remember saying something about Alonso. So there's at least numbered in there, I think, for the Mets. But there's stuff, something about the polar bear earlier. So for sure that's in there somewhere. Rookie baseball signatures, pink, Sugo. That is a nice one. And it is, let's just go look it up. And I'll tell you what pink is because I can't remember. But Panini's website's going to tell us what it is numbered to. I'm thinking it's one of the lower ones, like a 50-ish, but I cannot remember. And that's still set up from where I used it last night, isn't it? It'll make things go a little easier, won't it? Okay, our card set, rookie baseball material signatures, pink. That is a mouthful. Signatures, pink. There we go. Card number 115. What's it going to be numbered to? Numbered to 75. All right, so the pink is not too bad there. Numbered to 75. And I got to tell you what, I got to say, if you are Tampa Bay, you had a pretty good break going already. And now you pick up this to 75. I thought it might be to 50, honestly, but either way, that's still a nice little hit. So, alrighty, kids, let's do some recapping. Let's get our recap on. And this is numbered to 10. It's the only one we saw that doesn't have an autograph or relic attached that is numbered to 49 or lower. It's Chris Bryant for the Cubbies. Steven said, oh, you thought the redemption could have been a Robert. Oh, that would have been nice for the White Sox if it had been. But instead, Tampa Bay Rays added to their immense tally tonight with that one. But, yeah, it would have been nice if it had been Robert. To 149, the Padres. Numbered to 49, you've got the St. Louis Cardinals. And then you've got an unnumbered Donnie Walton for the Mariners. Numbered to 75, that is the Detroit Tigers. It's another unnumbered Donnie Walton for Seattle. One of many, many that we'll have going to San Francisco tonight. That one was Dubon to 25. And here's Eloy out for the White Sox to 149. Numbered to 99, Cincinnati Reds. Then numbered to 99 over there is one for the St. Louis Cardinals. And this one is numbered to 149. It's headed to the Detroit Tigers. Next up, you've got 1 to 125 going to the Texas Rangers. Numbered to 99, that heads to the Dodgers. And then there's a Brendan McKay, one of a couple. This one's to 75 for Tampa Bay. Numbered to 49, there's Bolanos and the Padres. We hit him several times tonight as well. This one numbered to 50 is Sam Hilliard for the Rockies. There's Goose Gossage, nice throwback ink to 49 for the Oakland A's. 125, that one's going to the Diamondbacks. Nice one for the Yankees, numbered to 10 with CC Sabathia. And then numbered to 149, Sean Murphy, the Oakland A's. There's another Mauricio. That one's to 25 for the Giants, but yet I think he's still in here more than what we've even seen so far. To 149, that is Tatis Jr. for the Padres. Numbered to 125, that one's going to the Rockies. This is unnumbered for the Atlanta Braves. One of a pair of those that we will see. Identical, pretty much. Numbered to 99, that one went to Toronto, the Blue Jays. Numbered to 99, that heads to the Indians. Numbered to 75, there is another one for the San Francisco Giants. Numbered to 99, there is Brian Abreu. That goes to the Houston Astros. And then we have one for the Kansas City Royals, numbered to 99. To 49, the Dodgers. Numbered to 149, the White Sox. Numbered to 149, there's Donnie again. Got some ink with him that time, though, for the Mariners. After having some relics in there, you finally saw some ink for him, too. Always makes it a little bit better, doesn't it? All right, numbered to 149, there is hit number 8,000 for Dubon. Not really number 8,000, but he was in here a lot for the Giants, like kind of a ridiculous amount. That is numbered to 149. Speaking of guys who show up a lot, Bolanos and the Padres. Numbered to 99, that one is going to the Texas Rangers. Then we have Mr. Yordan Alvarez out for the Astros, numbered to 99, that one's going to the Rangers. Numbered to 99, the Brewers. Numbered again to 99, the Diamondbacks. And imagine that, it's numbered to 99. That is the Houston Astros. And this is also to 99 for the Rockies. That's the number of the hour, isn't it? 99. I'll be saying that in my sleep tonight. 125, my Cincinnati Reds. And to 49, Logan Webb, another one for the Giants. Here's the Oakland A's to 125. Good little hit for the Pirates there to 49 with Josh Bell. Number 275, there's one for the Tigers. Number to 125, the St. Louis Cardinals. To 99, there's Rojas and the Diamondbacks. Numbered to 149, that's Cincinnati Reds again. Numbered to 99, that's headed to the Toronto Blue Jays. We have our redemption. It's numbered to 75, or will be when you get it, and it is the Tampa Bay Rays redemption. Yamamoto, the Marlins. There is Mickey Mantle, Yogi Berra. Nice little pairing there for the New York Yankees. And here he is again, numbered to 75 for the Giants, Mauricio. There's the sweet little Brendan McKay that happens to be numbered to 10. Yeah, y'all know I like that kid anyway. To 10 is a very good hit. Tampa Bay Rays. To 149, that one goes to the Dodgers. Numbered to 75, my Cincinnati Reds get a Hunter Green. Our sweet little 1 of 1. I kind of digging that. You know I like any sort of 1 of 1, but, you know, it's the logo of the uniform maker. Brock Burke and the Rangers, which will be the Nike swoosh from now on. I guess until they get rid of all the majestic ones anyway. There's the Braves with tandem dual relics, unnumbered. And to 50, there is Bolanos again for the Padres. Couple of guys on repeat tonight, weren't they? And to 99, there's that sweet little Ken Griffey Jr. relic, also for the Cincinnati Reds, who actually quietly kind of had a nice little break, as it turns out. You didn't realize it because they didn't kind of come out all at once, but they really did have some nice hits in there for Cincinnati, my Reds. You know I love my Reds. Okay, so here's the deal. Here's the 411. Expecting to have this shipped out the door and on the way to you approximately Tuesday. As always, that is plus or minus a day. If things go really well, maybe it gets out sooner. If things go off the rails, maybe it goes out a day later. But I feel like Tuesday's a pretty good estimate of when we can expect it to go out the door. And I believe everyone in here will pull cards of some sort. But if for some reason somebody didn't get a single card, not even a base card, you would still get a package in the mail. It would have consolation card or cards in it, and they would ship out when the rest of the break goes out the door, since it is a paid shipping break. Now, as far as what's coming up in the days ahead, tomorrow night we're going to open Bowman Jumbo, which is also known as HTA. We're going to break 4 boxes of it, which is a half case, and those are loose boxes from shared cases. Then Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off nights, like unprecedented, right? I don't never take 3 days off, but we are this time. And then we'll come back on Tuesday night and open ourselves a full case of Luminance football. So that's how things are looking there in the days ahead. Now, let me look back over here and see if I missed anything I need to address in chat before we sign off tonight. Steven said he had Tampa Bay and the Marlins. Well, you did all right then, my friend. You did quite well. Ryan says no Mets. Well, again, Ryan, there were Mets in here, but it was higher numbered. And, of course, as I mentioned, I only recapped the lower numbered cards. So there are other numbered cards in here, the 99 and whatnot. And I'm pretty sure that there was an Alonso in here because I remember calling out the polar bear, which I wouldn't have done if it hadn't been numbered. So I'm fairly certain that you do have a numbered card of some sort in here for Alonso at least. But yeah, there were not any autographs or relics. You're right about that. But you definitely have some cards in here, and I believe a numbered one anyway that would have been Pete Alonso. So I don't think we sent you home empty-handed, and if you would like for me to look through and find that for you, I can, if you want. It would be just in the higher numbered stack, but I can certainly scan through and find it if you need me to. So since there's a little delay in chat, I'll wait and see if Ryan jumps back in here and wants me to find that for him or not before I log off here tonight. So we'll see what he says. In the meantime, of course, I hope that everyone is doing well, and until I am back tomorrow night, I mean, I hope you'll come see me again tomorrow night, or if not, then sometime soon. And in the interim, I do hope that you're staying safe and happy and healthy and all that good stuff. And I guess maybe Ryan is already gone. He hasn't come back and said to look for that for him, but I'm like 99% sure there's a numbered Pete Alonso in there because I remember calling it out. So Stephen, you are welcome for the break, and you have a good night too. And I guess I am out of here for tonight. So we'll see you again tomorrow night. Thanks, everyone.